A lot of times when people with RP or visual impairments go out into the world, we have a lot of obstacles to go through that everybody else doesn't have to. And I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about those today. Um, I have a very, very big fear of steps. Never used to, but now that my eyesight is dwindling, steps are very scary for me. The problem with steps that people don't seem to understand is that everything blends in. A lot of times when people are decorating or building or engineering or whatever you're doing, buildings and things like that, they don't take into account that depending on what flooring they're using or whatever, everything blends in. So when we're looking at the steps from the top, you can't differentiate where the actual steps are. Um, it makes it very scary and very daunting to look down and you can't tell where those steps are. You can use your cane to kind of try and help you, but it's still very scary. Like I said, it's something that I am very afraid of. Going up the steps, not so much, though that is hard too, but not as hard as going down. I mean, I have one of my biggest fears is falling down the steps and knocking teeth out. That is like one of my biggest fears when it comes to RP. And when I was in my home, I used to take a high, visually, colorful duct tape. They have all those new colors out with the duct tape, and I used to line the top of my steps with it. Even better if you can line every step, but the top of the step is like the most important so that you can at least see where that step starts. And then you can accordingly use your foot to find the next one. So yeah, if anybody it can do anything to help us, that would be to do something to make it more visually standing out. Usually reflective tape, or I use the duct tape. I know that's not very friendly to getting it wet, getting it dirty, and stuff like that. But there's things out there that you can put on the steps that can make it easier. Light the steps up more if you can. There are things out there that you can do for people with visual impairments to help them when they're navigating out from outside of their own home. And even in our homes, we need to kind of outline those steps. It's very important.